Yes, my darling. Smokey's not very happy with Mama. Are you, baby? No. Because he was itching and a scritching, so Mama spritzed him. And he wasn't very happy. No, because he ran out the flat. Weren't you, my bubba? Yes, my bubba. He's my boy. Okay, so it's Sunday. And yes, there is a discrepancy of a day. Yesterday the new microwave arrived. And the trouble is because I stayed up so late, I didn't get much sleep. I was then woken for the delivery of that. And yeah, I was just so completely and utterly shattered. I went straight back to bed and I slept pretty much the entire day. I did watch a good movie though, which came on Channel 4, which was Now You See Me. And I completely did not see that twist at the end coming. I really didn't. And usually I can predict these things. Usually. But yeah, I mean, so far since waking up today, I've taken care of a couple of tasks. Very boring stuff. And yeah, I'm just making a cup of tea. And I'm probably going to put the TV on for a bit. I've got music on at the moment. I forget who's this again. It's dance music. I can't remember what the name of the guy is. He done a song called Pretty Green Eyes and stuff like that. But yeah, this is an album of his. So yeah. Let me see. I don't have any takers yet for the guitar, which, I mean, it had basically been sitting there and not doing anything for a really long time. So I decided you know, the microwave dying effectively prompted me to, yeah, that kind of gave me the kick in the butt to stop having the guitar just kind of sitting around in its case on the stand and to actually put it up for sale. So as of yet, no takers. I don't think I'm asking too much for it. I mean, you know, the whole get-up that I've got, oh goodness, it cost me, I think it was over £80, you know, and I am asking for, like, at the very minimum half of that. But yeah, I can but keep trying. But yeah, yes, darling. Yes, darling. He follows me all over the place. Really does. Follows me through every room and meows at me. He's a funny little bugger. Really is. So yeah, tomorrow my aim is to go to the Orton Centre because I need some, what do I need? That's totally gone out of my head for the moment. I can't remember what I need. That's not good. But yeah, my friend John's coming around tonight, which is something that he always does on a Sunday. We have our specific days that we hang out, which is Sunday night, Tuesday night, and Friday night, which is when we have dinner. There are times when we hang out other times during the week, like when we go to Notcuts or I have to go to town for something. So yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna be doing that later. Aside from that, I have no idea. Really don't. Okay, this particular little nugget has just popped into my head. So, if any of you viewing this have yet to see Dragon's Race to the Edge, and do intend to see it, stop watching right now, because there's a spoiler coming up. Right, now that's all done. It's just sort of come to me that there was an element in Race to the Edge that oddly mirrors something that I wrote in a fan fiction for How to Train Your Dragon about a year ago. Actually, it's a little more than a year ago, I think. In Race to the Edge, they have these dragon root tipped arrows that effectively temporarily, you know, immobilize a dragon. Well, in my fan fiction, I actually had one of my lead characters, you know, the dragon that she kind of, you know, bonded with, actually save her from a poison-tipped arrow. The only difference being is it wasn't a dragon root tipped arrow. It was some other kind of poison. But it just struck me that the similarity is, especially considering there's one particular scene. There's one scene where, you know, Toothless actually saves Hiccup from getting hit by one of these arrows. You know, and that like directly mirrors what happened in my fanfiction. And I mean, I don't know, I mean, maybe I was just thinking along the same lines, or they saw, you know, they read it online somewhere and just thought, oh, you know, that sounds like a good idea, let's give it a shot. I have no idea. I mean, you know, I mean, I'm not one of these people that's going to go like, oh, you know, you nicked my idea and you know, I'm going to sue you and stuff like that. It's ridiculous. I mean, you know, I mean, I wrote the fan fiction for people to enjoy. You know, I mean, it's in the public domain, so, you know, I mean, I suppose in a sense I would like to think that my fan fiction inspired that. That would be really, really cool. And I mean, like, really cool. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, the chances the creeper's back. Oh, wait, not on the chest, Sonny Jim. Not on the chest. You're one heavy, heavy bugger. You ain't exactly a tiny little kitten, my darling. He's a fat lump. He may not look it, but trust me, he is heavy. I mean, gosh, I have to use both hands to pick him up. You know, it's not like some cats where you can just like scoop them up with one arm. You know, tuck them under your to your side, and that's it, and walk around with them. You know, not him. Takes both hands. Both hands. He may not look like a fat lump, but that is like the entirety of my hand spread out. You know? Yeah. TV is on, and we are chilling out, aren't we?
Yes.
John's on his phone, as usual. Bounces off my Wi-Fi when he comes over here. Because it's cheaper, isn't it? Because it's for free! But yeah, where's it? Oh, we're watching a programme about Britain's national parks, aren't we?
Yeah.
They're in Snowdonia at the moment, I believe.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Sure.
Castles per head in Wales than anywhere else in the world, and 13 of them are within Snowdonia National Park. Cornouaille Castle is the centrepiece of one of the best preserved medieval towns in Britain. 700 years ago, under a bit of pressure from his French wife Eleanor, English Prince Edward I allowed the townspeople to come inside the town walls and sell their honey. And so was born the Cornouaille Honey Fair.
It's gone 10, isn't it?
And it still
Brilliant.
continues to this
I better
day.
do my thing, too.
Every September the 1st.
It's not going well. And Min Min is still not interested. The keepers move the baby closer. The youngster cries out desperately for Mum to pick her up, but she still ignores the helpless baby. The keepers step in, making Min Min more comfortable. They try again.
She looks depressed.
Then something clicks. To everyone's relief, Min Min's maternal instincts finally kick in.
Oh,
and she
good.
gently accepts the baby. Things are at last looking up for the reunited family.
She's been through a lot, hasn't she?
She has.
What the
I mean,
hell
God,
are
a
they?
3-day
I'm going to leave them
pregnant,
to it.
3-day
Come back at the
birth.
end of my trip.
You know, she was in labour for 3 days before she
Yeah.
managed to give
My next
birth.
stop will be stage 2 in a baby panda's life. It's a panda playgroup.
Oh,
I'm off to meet some new pandas now at another specialist centre.
Oh,
This is
oh,
their
oh.
rescue and rehabilitation area where they take injured and sick animals and they do research there. They've got
Smiley.
some real high-tech veterinary expertise. They've got a population of small bears here as well as some youngsters that I can't wait to meet. This is Du Zhang Yan, and for these young pandas, making friends
Oh.
and building relationships
Hmm?
are key to
No
learning
network
life
connections.
skills.
because you've made it too long.
Includes wrestling.
I've never had that before, and I've written long.
I can't get even on the books, I'm not even on the record, which is a joke. This is to placate me. This is not, this is toilet paper. For me to kind of like come to that. Okay, I will let you
So that's about everything today. I mean, you know, it's a Sunday. Never usually much interesting on a Sunday. So I will catch everybody tomorrow, hopefully. And yeah, if you've got any questions or anything that you would, you know, like to hear about, or you'd like me to, you know, do a little piece on or anything, just pop it down in the comments and I'll see what I can do about it. Okay? Well, catch you later.